I think that's.
I mean, Mr. Popo was fine with it.
Oh God. Hey
What was
everybody, and welcome
that?
to
What was
another
that?
episode of Hell. I don't know what Corin just did, or what Ron just did.
My knee! Shit! Ow!
Oh, she's gonna come in. Don't worry.
By the way, Finn, real
I
quick,
just-
you want to hear something really stupid that I did today?
Sure, what'd you do?
So you know how pizza pans are hot, right?
Oh God. That's a
Oh.
terrible
I love
sentence.
how this is starting.
I took a pizza out of the oven today, with a gloved hand, mind you. Started thinking about stuff, put it on top of the stovetop. I went, I don't like how this sits. I still grabbed it with my gloved hand, just my other hand wasn't gloved.
Oh.
Oh my God.
I burned the tips of 3 of my fingers. I'm so glad the gloved hand was already my messed up hand.
God damn.
Yeah,
You did that too.
I had my hand in a cup of water for a while.
So,
Don't burn.
I'm gonna say I did that once.
Why? People, spatial recognition, come on.
Okay, to be fair,
Sin,
I
you
was
also
lost in
leaned
thought.
forward and burned your forearm on a hot pan.
I
You are
have
not
moved
exempt.
my head to the side while trying to carry something else, and I burned my entire forearm like years ago. Let it die.
Yeah, maybe you should let it die, bruh.
My arm's already dead.
Yeah,
Okay.
next time, you die.
Anyway, so here, hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of what are we calling ourselves? The Misfits, My Hero Academia heroes. We have, as you can see, pretty much everybody except for Fire, which is Wally. Not wait, yes, Wally. No, Washi. Wally.
Wally's
Washi.
here.
Washi.
Yeah,
Wally?
Wally's. We've
Which
got
one?
all the Wallys.
Okay, there's Wally. There we have Washi, which is
If you don't have a
Corin.
Willy, I think we'll be okay.
God. We have Ron, we
Change
have
his
Wally,
name to
we have
Willy.
Megan, we have
It ain't got
Akia,
no
and
Willy.
we have Moochie.
Hello.
And so what we're actually going to be doing, last time that we were here, Ron left to the rooftops, followed by Octo Lady, who is apparently mean, but we had no... Well, God damn it, would you just carry over like I want you to? And so, this is going to be very big, by the by, guys. But, cutscene, kind of. It actually looks like a visual novel. Which, eventually,
I'm
we
not ready
might...
for this.
Eventually, depending on a few factors, this might
Break.
happen in a thing at some point in the far future. But yeah.
Yes. Welcome to the dating simulator. More importantly, I didn't realize how unfortunate that little bit of shading and crinkling on Ron's pants was until now.
I know. I was about to ask what that bulge was. What's wrong with that bulge down there?
When it's happening.
That's not even a bulge, that's just pants crinkle.
Yeah.
Oh, that's yeah.
Like,
They don't look like
It's in a very provocative place.
Dude,
so.
that just no one can unsee it.
you know what? I'm not gonna fix that. That's just gonna be a thing.
No, just leave it.
Wait a second.
Dating simulator with an octo lady? Oh my.
Where'd you get the background image for this?
This is I just downloaded off of Google. I'm fairly certain.
It looks like a.
It's like
It looks like an
Cool.
actual visual novel background.
yeah,
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. I feel like
It
I
looks
know
like
where
an
this is from.
anime.
yeah. I just
Oh my
grabbed it off of
gosh.
Google. but-
I'm not.
Yay,
DM
it looks
me the
nice.
source image.
The start
Yeah.
of this image,
just
though,
lost
just yeah.
Oh,
Gives
so
me
looks
I'm
vibes.
just gonna say this now.
Hmm?
The front of Ron's chest piece, I was inspired by a car.
Really?
A car.
Yes. I looked at the thing he originally had, and the under part is just, hey, look, an add-on to a car is all I thought when I was drawing it.
You know
That's why
what?
Wally
Fair
doesn't
enough.
draw a lot of things that are mechanical, because I just go to car.
God. Okay. Anyways, so, last we left off, Corin, you're breathing a bit into your mic. He left your entire party, more or less, and decided to go up to the rooftops. I guess Octo Lady followed him and is just leaning against like a wall, just waving herself down or something. Moochie, what you do?
I would see more like Ron is just standing in the middle of the thing, just kind of looking up to the sky. He's just like, oh, oh, oh.
Mooch.
I don't know what to do with it.
You talk to him, woman. It's your
Oh,
character.
Oh, the frick. How am
She's
I?
she's there to be a advisor. Be an advisor.
I'll be an adult. Is what you're
Be an
saying?
You are now an adult, so be an adult.
Ew. All right. Akari
Ow.
enters the
You might want to
Made her
switch to your phone on. Your voice is cracking again. I don't know
I
why it's
hate-
cracking. I don't hate me. Hate your computer. I need an adult. I am an adult.
I'm an adult.
Oh no! Let
That
me
because I
switch
actually
to
am
my
an adult and I hate it.
phone.
Good plan. Good plan. Very good plan. Yeah.
I'm working.
Yeah.
You know, Wally, you said something very close to what we say a lot in Ninja Campaign.
I am an adult.
Sam, look at your DMs.
We
I'm like,
need an
Okay.
adult in Ninja Campaign.
You talk. You advise. I don't know what you're going to do here. You are trying to be an adult who's mean. Be an adult who's mean and encourage him. I don't know what.
But
This
Jordan-
is your character. Be your character. You had a week to think of this.
A week.
Yes, it's been 1 week. Insert
You're
bare
angry.
naked lady song.
She looked at me.
Yeah, thank you.
I to the side and said I'm angry.
What's
Be
that?
like,
Ruby?
sup, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. Be
What's
your
up with-
jerk character of hotness of tentacles. I don't know. Be your character.
That's what she said. Oh my
Oh,
god.
Okay. Then say it. Ah, voice acting
Well.
lessons. Jesus.
What's wrong with you, kid?
You see Ron just his head kind of turns his head to look at you. He's like, "The fuck are you?"
What do you mean, who the fuck am I? Who the fuck are you?
I asked you first.
Nah, I asked you first.
Little busters.
You just see Ron do the thinking woman meme face. You could swear you almost see like algorithms and mathematical equations floating in front of his face.
Who asked who first? No one knows. The chicken or the egg?
Lady, listen, I would prefer to just be alone, thank you.
No, but seriously, what's on your mind?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe tell me what isn't on my mind at the moment. Preferably how there is a psychopathic killer out there and we're not doing anything about it.
Oh god, okay. Well, you're already a vigilante, so why don't you do something about it?
Oh, if I would have
That's it.
known.
Jesus
Vigilante.
Christ.
Yeah,
I didn't know you were an
you're a
auntie.
vigilante. Go ahead, just go break the law.
Go ahead, go kill yourself. Yeah. Well, okay.
I would like to if it wasn't for the fact that if I leave this place, they would arrest me. Literally the moment I try to leave.
Hide your identity.
I'm already hiding my identity.
Make a session identity.
You're a really shitty advisor.
You know what? Then you do it. I can't do it.
You
No,
have
I
this
think you're
as
going-
your
I think you're going in the
character.
right
You're trying
place. You're
to
going in the wrong-
encourage him to be a hero.
I think you're going in the right direction, though.
You are, kind of. Yeah. Keep
Because
going.
you're like telling him all the things
At
that you
least someone appreciates me.
You can
I
do
mean,
it. What?
yeah. All you
can
have to
do
do-
it.
Yeah, you just have to keep asking him the
Yeah.
things that he could do, which in the end he can't, and tell him, well, shit, I guess you're stuck, huh?
Look at the chat.
Yeah.
What? Reverse
Why not just
or why not
ask? Why not
Ask-
just him ask me? Oh,
permission to leave? What?
basically
Yeah.
tell him.
That's
Why not just
already-
ask to leave?
Oh, why
Because it's
not?
already been stated,
yeah.
they will not allow him to leave. They've already said that to him in the last episode.
Oh,
They
Mark.
didn't
Well-
say unsupervised. They didn't
That's-
specify anything though.
Yeah.
Yep, yep. So go on, Moochie. Be tentacle lady.
Tentacles. We know where this is going.
Hentai?
Oh, bruh.
I was gonna say sushi, but no.
Alright, Moochie, go.
No, you go.
Oh, for fuck's sake. This is your character! I can't do
mean,
females properly, but
I'm
okay,
just
is that
gonna
fine?
Put this school music on.
Nope, that's groovy.
Hatful boyfriend.
Oh, hatful boyfriend music.
Hatful
Okay.
I thought this wasn't supposed to be a dating sim.
Jesus
It's not.
Christ.
Unless you make it.
Okay, so she's kind of like look at you and she's just like, well, why don't you go and fight this mass murderer who's had hundreds of heroes fight him and lose horribly? Why not go and fight horrible mass murderers while you are just a child?
Oh, I could go. I could leave right the fuck now, and nobody could stop me. But I do have to admit, I do have a
Oh,
problem.
I knew that was familiar.
But I do have I do have to admit, I do have a problem with collateral damage.
You also have a problem with not getting yourself killed because you haven't fought big guys and you haven't really thought about what would happen if, you know, you dropped a nuke in the middle of the city and he survives.
Listen, lady, I fought a person that pulled me into an alternate dimension, and I literally used the insanity of my own mind to fight my way out of it.
Have you ever dealt with a person that could cleave you into 6 pieces and then, I don't know, put you back together again and keep your heart beating the entire time so you feel every inch of power?
Yes. Yes, he has.
Yeah, technically, I have
Oh.
once in the past, and I've
I think
survived
this
it. Unfortunately, I actually may or may not have gotten a friend killed at the time, but hey.
Stop admitting to witnessing murders. They're going to start asking questions.
Hey, I'm playing this guy like I would be. That's how I would be. I lie about some things, but I can't lie about other
She
things.
looks at you and just kind of tilts her head slightly. She's just like, you got your friend killed, and you still don't think about the actions that you are taking.
Oh, I've started thinking about the actions I take now. Why do you think I'm here in the first place?
You're here because you're unwillingly forced into this at the expense of going to jail.
I mean, granted. But also, but actually, no. I mean, I want to do good of it. You know, I do want to do good. I want to be the best hero I can be. And obviously, doing it by myself isn't going to cut it. It's not like I'm Spider-Man or something. Just learn the thing on the first day of the job. I actually need some training. Granted, I did go to one school once. They taught me a few things and stuff, but they really didn't bother teaching me about collateral damage. So,
Moochie, do you want to take over? Nope. Alright.
Oh.
Still your character, but okay.
What? You made.
I didn't make this character. You designed it. You added the backstory. You add everything to it. It's your character. I'm just playing her. Okay. But anyways,
You're.
it's not my character. I didn't touch it.
I mean, Sin, though technically, traditionally, the DM usually plays all NPCs.
Yeah, but it's easier when you know the backstory. Looks at the blank page. You can't. You don't argue with me on that. No.
Slapped in the Sunday? Well, he started sassing his girlfriend, and then all we heard was a cross-dimensional slapping noise.
Hi, Fire.
Hi, Fire. I love how you joined right when that happened. But okay. So she looks at you and just kind of sighs a little bit. What we do here is to make sure that A, you don't die, which is, as you might imagine, quite important in hero work, and B, your friends don't die, and C, those around you don't die. Obviously, I can take care of myself. You, on the other hand, not so much.
You mean those assholes that y'all grouped me with?
Yeah.
I don't care anything about them. I don't know any of those people. Not like the group I used to.
Exactly.
The original group I was with, we had chemistry together because we went on a few different journeys already. So I knew what I was getting into when I jumped into things willy-nilly. Now, without that safety net, things aren't exactly
Easy.
comfortable. That too.
She leans against the chain link fence. How many times are you going to team up with those you know in this hero business?
Well, concerning the fact that I'm now on my own, I don't plan to ever again.
Well, think about this. You run into a battle, right? Say it's a big guy. Say he has a giant laser cannon that explodes buildings. I know, shocking, right? Never heard of it before. And you're trying to fight this bastard, right? You're trying to make it so he doesn't kill a bunch of people. Maybe he has some hostages in there. And you're staring at this building, and All Might runs into the building as you are running into it yourself. What do you do? Do you just leave because All Might can handle himself? What if you get shot through the chest?
Actually, yeah, I would leave All Might to the building. I would take out the guy destroying the building. Because All Might would obviously be going after the people in the building. I would use this opportunity to try to find a way to disable the guy's machine.
All Might would be going for the big guy if, and only if, you weren't going for it first. The way All Might works is that he doesn't know you. In fact, this is how almost every hero works. They don't know each other. Maybe you have met him in passing, as I have met several other people in UA in passing. I've met All Might in passing at one point. Nice guy, kind of awkward. Anyways, you might meet them in passing. You might know a little bit about them. You might even know what their quirk does. Or you might not. All Might runs into a building, you're fighting down the main guy. You seem like you have it in your hands. He doesn't know your quirk. He doesn't know your ability. He doesn't even know if you are a trained hero or not. All he knows is that the end person is distracted, and he can save people. If he's better than you, if he's stronger than you, if he could take out this enemy in one shot, why would he do that? Because he analyzed the situation, and he found out where he's needed. Being inside of a team is not always going to be with the people you know, or the people you are friends with. Hell, it might even be people you despise. Endeavor hates All Might. And they've worked together on more occasions than I can count. Endeavor works alone 90% of the time. And yet he still teams up with people. You may also notice the fact that Endeavor is kind of a dirtbag. He's a really good hero. In fact, he is #1 hero right now since All Might stepped down. But he is a gigantic asshole of the highest possibilities. And yet, people still follow him. And if All Might's in the scene, he will still find out where he's needed. And he will adhere to what he's needed to do. It's important to be able to do things on your own. What's more important is making sure that you are where you're needed, so the fewest amount of people die around you.
Lady, I already knew all that.
And yet you can't put it into practice. That's the
Because
important part.
That's because I have already gotten so used to being the one to rush into the fight. Be the one to rush in and take out the big bad before anything even goes bad. Hardly. Usually whenever I fight big enemies, we're usually in a very relatively non-populated area. So I can really let loose. Now, can't exactly do that because he just gestures to the all city that you can see around you. There are people everywhere.
Aye. And that's likely how it's going to be for most of your heroic activities, is you got to learn how not to kill people.
And that's why majority of the time of my vigilantiness was actually trying to just save people themselves. I made sure that people were out of the way, then I tried to take out the big bad guy. Most of the time, the only way to do that was to take out the big bad guy in the beginning. at the start. Then you can get people out of the way of danger. To go back to your example, if I knew that All Might was going in there to take care of the big guy, yeah, obviously common sense would dictate, okay, I'll go take care of the people. I'll get them out. My technology would be able to help them get out faster than normally possible. But if I didn't know All Might was there, I would go after the guy attacking the building first. Make sure the building's secure after his defeat, then help everyone out because the building might still be crumbling. No matter what, even if there are people in danger, you still have to prioritize. Is he currently trying to kill people? If yes, take him out, then then help the wounded.
Your prioritizing is certainly interesting. Very different from most heroes I've met, probably because you've seen a lot more battle than the trainees that we typically teach. To learn where your need is important. She kind of like turns around and starts heading towards the door. If you wish to be the best hero you can be, think about where you're needed and what your skills are useful for. Don't be like Endeavor. Be like All Might. Or do your best.
I wouldn't want to be like either one of them. I want to be like me.
You see her smile a little bit. At least you ain't as good as me. And she just starts walking down the stairs. Ha ha ha. She kind of like disappears.
I did fucking turn down Ruby Bot. Jesus Christ, that jazz is going hard.
I know, it's quite nice.
Alright.
So you plan on following where she went, or you just don't stay up there for a little bit longer?
He's gonna stand there for a moment and think about what she says.
Mhm.
Where is he needed right now? And what can he do?
Mhm.
You know, what does he need to do?
What could you do against a serial killer? You know, right now or in the future? Okay. So we're gonna go to them, and hopefully this time, Moochie, you actually can play your characters. But you know,
Heck yeah.
because you have a lot of characters. I love that it's the one character you like super interested about, but you never made a personality for. Don't shush me.
Yes, I can shush you.
You'll not shush me. Okay, so this is a little bit of a different area. This is technically a cafeteria, but of course we have to be restricted to my mapping ability to grab maps and stuff. So, just to pretend this is a school cafeteria with wooden chairs.
Oh man,
Because-
this is such an old time. Wow, I can't even remember my own freaking. Oh, we're not snapped to grid. Okay.
Well, you know, it would make a lot of sense because this is a more cheaper school. So,
Oh,
yeah, so because it's a cheaper school, of course we look like we're in the goddamn fantasy land.
I mean, not gonna lie, yeah. I do kind of like these looks a little bit more, so.
Yeah, bro. Okay, so you guys are kind of seeing there the normal rumble jumble of people are kind of conversing around you. I don't believe I missed anyone except for Meerkat, who's currently in the nurse's room with Bright Lady. Principal's doing his own thing at the moment. Okay. You're gonna do a thing.
Okay.
You just moved over to the other table.
Well, yeah.
You're
Why?
just like,
Wanted-
fuck,
No.
he does.
There are lots of. there are-
I don't like.
Oh my god. Okay, so before we
Too
go
bad.
to
I am a lovable and adorable young man. They will learn to like me.
I love how the
watch all
freaking bike girl
Moves a
just like
little away.
nope.
No.
Okay, so the three of you there, Fire, Akia, and Sophina, what would you guys like to talk to each other about? You guys have just gone through what would essentially be considered hell for the last couple weeks. You guys have gone through giant robots.
Ron.
I still have my bunny man next to me, who's still producing carrots for me.
Carrots. You're not quite sure where he's getting them out of, but you don't really want to.
He's just producing carrots, man.
Safina,
Healthy.
you actually feel decently good in terms of health. Friggin' Dollhouse keeps giving you more and more food constantly, so you feel pretty decent actually. Even though you've used your beast quite a lot in the past couple weeks or so.
Mm.
Fire, you are in probably not a lot of pain at the moment. Probably slight amount of pain considering you got laser beamed like 7 times during the main battle. And then, but mostly you're feeling kind of tip-top shape. Your grand cheer is radiating off of you more or less. And honestly, Yuki, you haven't gotten hurt much.
Excuse you. I took a lot of duds to the chest.
Hmm.
You took a lot of missiles gently hitting you. But she is GM thing by the way, but yeah.
Yeah, I went and slash W to you, and then I pasted and I hit enter, and would you look at that? God damn it!
I don't get it.
I sent you a whisper, but only the yellow stuff got whispered. So
Oh.
now,
That makes sense.
God damn it!
It's funny. Okay.
Everyone ignore that.
Yeah. So, what would you guys like to talk to each other about? Oh no, Fire is still actually here.
So, what is your name?
Looking at Fire's character.
Fire.
Yes.
Is she there? Fire.
Maya?
Fire be dead.
Fire!
Maya!
Miss Fire. Fiery fire. Fire person. Is she
Oh.
dead?
Fire! Exclamation point! Fire!
Exclamation mark.
Exclamation point!
Fire.
Why do we have Christmas music playing?
Because someone turned on some sort of a playlist of Hatful Boyfriend background tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
that's the second thing. Yeah.
Because Hatful
Okay.
Boyfriend.
Fire
is freaking
appears to
amazing.
be dead inside or outside. I'm not
Okay.
entirely sure. So
So we don't get to know her name.
she's just kind of curling up there, just like. She looks almost like she's sleeping, but not quite. Her radiant energy is pulsing through the room as she has a cheerful smile as she's face down on the table.
Cheerful smile.
So,
You got me.
yeah. Safina, do you want to move over to the other table considering she doesn't want to talk?
As you guys
What
look over at the tables,
table?
we'll get to them, Corn. But as you look at the other tables, you see one table where the very short, pink-haired guy is smiling at you two, exceptionally
him?
creepily.
I look at him and I immediately move my gaze away to another table.
I'm
He's gonna
talking
keep
about the
staring.
I'm
Stare.
talking about the table that Washi, what's his name?
Mm-hmm.
Washi was at.
I see something.
High five, buddy.
High five, buddy.
High five, buddy.
Mhm.
I heard my name.
Sure.
You just grew in size.
Why am I
Yeah.
bigger? I am
Moochie,
swole.
Moochie, you can also add their names if you wish to.
Huh?
You can also add the NPCs' names if you wish to actually add the names on. I don't remember all of them, so.
I
yeah.
can remember.
See, I know Sakayama, Strategist, Gas Mask, Maybe I'm a Lion, Kumo Gal, The Monkey, Nails, Eye Patch, Shorty,
Alright,
and
what-
we've got Shy Guy somewhere.
It should be
How-
nails on
okay.
chalkboard.
Honey,
That's too long.
How do I display their name?
If you double click them,
So
You
did
should
you
have
want to
access
move
to
over
all of them,
with
just
high
click their
five,
nameplate.
buddy?
If you move first, I'll follow you.
All right, I guess we're going over the high five, buddy, considering our
Fire just like
Partner
raises her hand and is just like,
doesn't-
ha 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 ha.
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead. You're
I
drawing.
can. Oops.
So,
I got this. Hold on. I got it. I'm.
there you go. Yeah, you need to use the mouse button, you know? Where the hell did you
I
go?
deleted my
You deleted your characters.
You've been using
Well-
Roll20 for how long?
Guess she's dead. I'm sorry, everyone.
Oh,
I
God.
guess she's dead now. Rest in peace.
Yeah, so it took a gun to her.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, eye patch boy,
She's gonna go around here.
should be looking that way.
Go faster.
I can't move her with my arrow keys.
Why can't you move her with your arrow keys? Or
I
not
don't
arrow keys,
know.
just your
Sweetie.
hand. Just click the thingy. Okay, so
Hey, so what's the name of the person above Sakayama? Because I can't see through
Risa.
there.
Risa.
Yeah.
actually, you know what? I'm just gonna do that. There we go.
Okay.
I need to see Chalk Girl.
Oh,
And that.
Sophia, did you want to sit on this side?
Alright. Let me do.
So, I don't know if there's any room.
I could sit on the other side if you wanted to sit over here, since you know
Oh.
Washi better than Minoko.
I don't think I know him better than you do.
Okay, no problem. I am not pushing you. You are fine.
So obviously this is a long table, so I'm going to do what any reasonable person would do and introduce myself with a nice old handshake. So in order
Are
to
you throwing your hand?
Of course not. I'm going to reach over to Taiki by unzipping my off arm and then holding it by the forearm in order to extend it far enough.
Taiki looks at this arm and just kind of like shakes it and just like, okay.
Glad to meet you.
all
Pleasure
right.
to meet you. The name's Washi.
Alright.
I give it a I give my forearm hand a firm shake.
Oh.
Hello.
Then I offer it to Shinichiro.
He's the dad dude,
Oh.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You there. My name is Shinichiro. What's your name?
The name's Washi. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to
Your-
meet. He has like a big smile on his face and
So I
like
recall-
shakes your hand like
were-
enthusiastically a little
In
bit.
the roll call, you're Shinichiro, right?
Yeah. But you can call me Shin if that works better.
Right, Rain. I'm a fan of the shorter names myself. Pleasure to
Right
meet
this
you.
way.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna hand my hand over to Minoko.
You have to individually
She-
shake it with all 6 hands.
Hey, I'm not shaking both of Shinichiro's and Taiki's. I'm just shaking one hand each.
Oh.
Does that mean she technically gets 3 handshakes because you're shaking half of the amount of hands that they have?
Hey, if she wants to extend all 3 hands, then what I'll do is I'll just freaking unzip half my forearm and then just shake 3 all together at once using my other arm as well.
Nice.
Oh, that's
has
so
8
unpleasant.
arms total.
But she has 8 arms total. Does that mean that she has 10 limbs? Because she also
How
has
many
2
arms
legs.
does she? Does her legs count as
Yeah.
arms?
What? Legs has
Yeah, she has
arms?
6 arms. 6 arms, 2 legs.
Well, no, you can see 3 arms on our
4
left and 4 arms on our right. If you
Yeah.
look at her character model very closely, meaning that I can see. Oh wait, no, because you can see that. Okay, I can see all 8. It's just that I can only see
Yep.
7 sleeves.
Mm-hmm.
See, I have her actual character.
Okay, so she has 10 limbs, 8 arms.
Yeah.
Little weird. Okay, then I guess I am just splitting both my arms in half and then shaking 4 arms each because this is what you have done to me, other GM.
Alright. That's horrifying,
She-
but okay.
She shakes your arms, your hands. And
I
she
bet.
has like this huge, kind of a little bit intimidating smile. And she squints her eyes at you. Pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure's mine.
Oh, she does have 8 arms. Oh, that's terrifying.
I zip all of my hands back together so that I can then proceed to extend both my arms to Risa and Sakayama.
Sakayama throws her hands up. I ain't shaking no hands.
I slowly turn it into the shape of a fist bump.
She
Gear
nudges
shifts it.
with the
Wait.
elbow.
She nudges it with an elbow.
Yeah, she nudges your fist with her elbow.
Excellent. Now
While
we're bestest
Risa-
buddies.
Sakayama says ew. And Risa, she smiles genuinely and shakes your hand.
Okie doke. By the way, probably worth noting, the reason it occurs to me that this is way too subtle for it to actually really feasibly work. My character is offering handshakes in Japan,
Oh god.
That's weird.
Oh
right?
yeah, there is.
I forgot that not everyone thinks that's weird.
Taiki
I was about to ask
thinks
you
it's-
about that, but you beat me to the punch.
Right?
Yeah.
I didn't make
Taiki
that shit.
thinks it's a little weird, which
So,
is he's
high five, buddy.
Okay, all right.
What are you doing there, high five, buddy?
I'm extending my hand in friendship.
You know you're in Japan, right?
Shit.
You hear Monkey
don't-
Dude like, you should give them some food, not your hand.
Don't
How
Oh,
could a
good.
throat, monkey man?
I'll set a role. I'll
was that,
set
Dom?
an example for you.
I like how, as the teacher, having to watch all these while he's doing paperwork, while eating, he's watching all of this go down, and he doesn't find this weird at all because he's from America.
I guess I'll go
Risa-
next.
Oh, oops.
Was
Go
that you?
ahead. You said recess, though.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. Risa actually raised her hand and she's like, actually, the school has more international kids, so shaking hands isn't as, weird or foreign here.
Excellent. Now I feel like less of a freaking weirdo. But that explains why
Still in
Sakayama wouldn't shake
Japan,
my hand
though.
despite the fact that we're bestest buddies now.
Oh, hell no.
Don't worry,
Still
I
in
don't blame you,
Japan, though.
Sakayama. I don't blame you.
Monkey
Ew.
Dude like leans all the way back. You can tell he's like, he's still weird.
At least I'm not you.
I'll
Ah.
throw his hand at you.
Oh, Sakayama likes that. She likes your comment there.
So Yuki, what were you saying?
That dude. Every part of her body.
Akia will stand up, and then kind of go to the end of the table here, and
Mhm.
then just politely bow to everyone. Hello, my name is Izanami Akia. It's a pleasure to meet you all. And then she'll go back to her seat and sit down.
Scrambling kind of up from her seat, she'll, Sophia will also give a bow while trying to put on a smile. She's very
I give
nervous
a
being in front of
supportive
people.
thumbs up.
She smiles a little bit encouragingly and happy that you have done so. And just kind of scrambles out it's nice to meet you. I'm Sophia Mononobe. Let's please work well together. And she sits down.
Oh, nice to meet you too. Risa says.
Go, you got so far from your mic. Mooch.
Who did? Oh, is she?
So, now that we're all best friends around here, who wants to exchange saucy backstories?
I don't think we're all
Saucy
best friends, but you know what? We're
backstory.
gonna get on the best friend train. Hi, guys.
Namida, you're not my best friend. We're
Oh.
barely even acquaintances. Get the heck away from my table.
Sakayama
So-
just like, get the frick out of here. Look at you.
Yoshi, I have a question for you.
What's up? High five,
Do you
buddy.
mind if... Yeah, I was just about to ask if you mind if I just keep calling you high five, buddy.
I find that it's actually quite a likable name. Just if you ever have to say it really fast, Washi might be faster. But in a casual scenario like this, high five buddy's good.
I could also just shout buddy, which would be faster.
True, but you seem like the kind of person to make friends very quickly, unlike Nameda, so you might end up finding yourself with a lot of friends. A lot of buddies, if you will.
Hey, I
Alright.
make a lot of
I
friends
shall-
here. You know what? Everybody who's my friend, raise their hand.
Bribery doesn't count, Nameda.
I will raise my hand and go walk over to him. It is a pleasure to meet you, Nameda. My name is Izanami Akia, and I would be pleased to be your friend.
It's a pleasure to meet you too. Akia.
I then go over to Mio and Kenji and do the exact same thing I've done with everybody. Bow and introduce myself.
They seem like good people.
Mio waves with a smile and just like, hello, like with a soft, kind voice, and Kenji just like looks down, kind of a little shy to
High
introduce
five, buddy!
himself.
Yes!
Catch!
I'm gonna catch! Is that
Cool.
a dex?
Yeah, just go and roll dex.
Oh god, I'm sorry.
Ew, Motaba, what are you doing?
Yes, it's good enough, catch.
Kenji
Uh,
don't like.
You catch
Okay.
my disembodied forearm, and I'm like,
Alright,
I'd like to shake their
what?
hands too.
okay.
Hi.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I stick out the hand that was just shake his hand.
This dude crawls across the table, slithers across the floor, sneaks up around Kanji's chair as Kanji like yeets himself out of it, crawls down the chair, up across the table, down onto the chair, and reaches his hand behind his head and he shakes it. Hi.
It's a pleasure to meet ya. Motoba?
Yes. I legitimately don't know how his voice should be. Moochie, take over.
I think what you should do to make him way creepier is to say everything that he
Spoons!
says, but again. Just
His voice should be
one more.
spoons.
Spoons.
And then whisper that. Yeah, so say everything. Yeah.
No.
Say it like that, and then like whisper what he says again.
It's
Like an
Wait.
after.
It's
Are we? What are we talking about? Motaba? Are you?
Yeah.
Motaba.
Motaba.
No, that is not what he's. Sin, look at our sheets, our document. I literally put there the accent or voice description.
I'm not gonna be able
Yes,
to
but
remember that shit.
keep in mind that Sin
Oh my
is
God.
terrible with accents.
This is
Yeah.
true.
I. Oh my
So
God.
I'm going
If
to
you
pull
want Motoba to have the right accent, you're gonna have to do it yourself, Mochi. Mochi.
Or
ask
dang it.
somebody
Sin,
else
you're
of the group
infecting
to do it.
You're infecting me, Sin. It's
Good.
Mochi.
Mochi.
I have
Hmm?
infected everyone here.
I'm going to take High Five Buddy's hand back, pull out the hand sanitizer that I have, and put it on his hand, and hand sanitize it before I shake the other two people's hands.
Excellent idea, high five, buddy.
Oh.
So awkward trying to hand sanitize.
Oh my God.
Let's see.
Would you like a hand with that?
I yeet my other hand over to assist.
I catch it. Oh, let's see if I can catch it. Hold on. You're yeeting your other hand at me.
Nice.
Oh god. Okay, I catch that one too. I still need to fix that.
You watch that rub my disembodied hands together in order to appropriately get all of the hand sanitizer in.
I hold them close enough that they do that other roll.
You see, most of us like, you know, I do that with my hands, but I don't have another person to help. Oh, sorry. I don't do that with my hands.
No, Sin, you're not giving him that voice.
Mochi,
I'm
just
gonna-
take it. Mochi, take Motoba's voice.
Oh my
it's your
God.
only choice.
Ew.
So I'm gonna yeet one of the arms back. I don't
I feel like you should.
yeet-
I feel like you should probably try and fix your thing. By the way, it keeps saying.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, let me try and fix that and see if it works.
Oh, let's see if
You're
I
not
roll a high enough
wrong.
dex to make up for it. Does a 19 make up for her poor throw?
She throws it, and
Wait. I'm gonna leap up onto the table in order to get it, but I swear to God, if Namida tries to catch it out of the air.
Oh my god.
Sin, what are you doing?
I'm so glad that you have the same mind as I do.
Why a
Yep.
D10? Wait, why does that say
Why?
D10 even though you rolled a D20?
Ew.
That should say D20. God damn it.
Whoa, what?
Hold on.
Yeah, congrats, you rolled a 17 on your D10.
Shush, I copied and pasted a lot, okay? Okay,
Alright,
there we
I
go.
Okay, I'll
think
roll
I
another
fixed
dex to
it.
beat. Oh no, my
I think I
21
fixed
beats the
it.
17.
Jesus Christ.
So as I
Let me-
leap up there, I freaking do a
Fix it?
flip over Namida's head. And see,
I fixed it.
and now let's see. As I do a flip, can I succeed? Nope. Everyone sees as I give him the bird. Flip. Then I land and, reaffix my arm. And be like, there we go. Much better.
I still shake the other two. I still shake Mio and Kenji's hands with his hand.
Peace.
Oh, and Mio gladly accepts the hand, and Kenji just pokes the hand.
Multiple at this point, his head is on the chair, and he has his arms crossed as he's like looking through the bottom gap of it at all of you. His legs
Hey,
are,
Mojo,
his
is
feet
that
are
what
on the
you planned
table
for
at the
Multiple?
moment. Huh?
Yeah, I'm playing as Motaba. Well, nice to meet you, freaks. I'm just
Here's
here
your
to tell
hand
you.
back.
I'm telling all of you that I am better than all of you. That's all I have to say.
Is that Motoba?
Do you want to fight about that, Motaba?
Oh, you
I
want to
will
go?
fight you.
I could
I
just
will fight you
imagine
right
like
here and right now.
I could just imagine
he
like
has,
he
like, a-
throws his legs over the top of the chair, like slithering over it, stands up and turns to you almost like a JoJo's thing, but he's like barely over the table, like over the sides of the table.
I will fight you about this and show you who is superior.
Mate,
In this
Mateo, Mate!
domain.
She has her hands up, like both, and she's trying to frantically calm her friend down on the other side.
You see this midget whose head is barely above the table, like look at you like a JoJo's pose almost.
Risa stands up and just like, all of you, please calm down. We don't want a fight in this cafeteria on our first day.
Oh, I'm not trying to start a fight on the first day. However, I'm pretty sure that if this is anything like UA, we're probably going to be finding ourselves in instances where we both have to represent different sides of a conflict, which means that sparking a healthy rivalry between classmates could ultimately result in an increased rate of evolution of our abilities. Which is why I'm going to continuously call Namida Monkey Scumbag. How you doing, Monkey Scumbag?
You know what? I'm doing pretty alright,
Santiago
actually.
laughs at
I'm
this.
doing pretty good with all of you. I think I like you, whatever your name is, but at the same time, you lit my shirt on fire, and I can't fix that with ramen.
Excuse me, I don't remember ever lighting anyone's shirt on fire.
I think I should
I
go
will
get
admit-
some ramen. He just sits down on his tail and starts eating some ramen.
Are you serious? You're gonna accuse me of lighting your shirt on fire without any evidence, and so I disagree with you. You're just gonna immediately hide behind noodles.
I mean, to
Yeah.
be
You're
fair,
the little noodle, Namida.
Yes.
Namida, I do have a question for you. Namida?
Yes.
Why are you always constantly eating?
I don't
Let
got a
the
reason.
man eat.
Why don't you give him
Let
a
the
reason?
man eat.
Is that what he says? Let my man eat, man. He just says that to you.
But how are you supposed to learn if you're constantly focused on eating?
Well, you see, it's why we multitask. You see, I'm sitting on my tail and eating. I'm learning how to sit.
That's about as much multitasking as it is for me sitting in a chair and eating.
Exactly, but I use my tail.
That's not
He
multitasking.
flexes.
He just like flexes his tail as he's like
I
bouncing
can
up
do
and down.
the exact same thing. I turn into a half monkey form, kind of like him is, and I sit on my tail and I start eating my food too.
He like
I can
leans
do the
forwards
exact
and
same thing as well. I unzip my arm at the shoulder and then start using it as a chair.
he like puts his food down onto the table and leans forwards and it's like, and then goes and like draw me like a French girl like pose. I see another monkey in this town and also a freak.
I look around for a moment,
Freak.
but the freak. Did someone else bring a mirror?
I'm not a freak. How dare you accuse me?
Oh, you're my
No,
monkey
being
friend.
a
He's my
freak.
freak.
Mother a freak.
Okay, he's
Risa
calling me.
just
He's
yells.
calling me a freak.
Yeah, you're my monkey
Oh,
friend.
you're
He's the
not
freak.
freak.
Like I was saying, we've got to supply ourselves with a healthy rivalry amongst classmates, which is why he's monkey scumbag and I'm a freak.
Well, I guess that's
Works.
fine.
And
but-
she's Bitey McByerson, and he points to
Spite me.
Matoba, who has gotten even closer to him, and he is
Oh,
the
God.
creepiest person I've ever seen in my life.
You know it.
You just insulted my new bestest buddy.
Exactly. Whoever you are.
Wait a
Sagayama's
second.
just like, I'm
I
not
think I
your
get
best
it.
buddy yet.
Namida. Namida, you're teaming up with Motoba to become the single most powerful power couple this class has ever seen.
Oh,
Good luck.
I didn't know you were gay.
And
I'm sorry.
Like, puts up his hand. Hold up. I'm not teaming up with this tall freak right here.
He desperately tries to yeet Matoba at Washi. Richie roll D20. Richie roll D20.
Who rolls a d20?
God.
Richie.
Yeah, got it. I got it.
He desperately tries yeeting Matoba, but Matoba climbed onto his shoulder and he's like, ew, oh, ew, oh. Food,
I might not-
comfort me.
I will have you know, I might not have done anything for any election just yet, and we don't know who the ethics and morals officer of this class is yet, but I will tell you right now, Motoba, or Namida, whoever's, riding your fellow classmates is not good ethics in public.
Ew, Motiva.
It's gone. Just gone.
Kind of wretches. No. I ain't getting no monkey
Sorry, I
disease.
didn't. I'm
No
sorry, I
monkey.
didn't realize it earlier that you were gay for each other.
I'll have you know I like pretty little ladies. And my food.
Hold on, wait.
Don't
Let
put
me,
this in your food.
wait. Hold on, Sin. Let me look at it if he's actually straight or
Yeah,
not.
I actually don't know if he's gay.
Yeah, we probably want to look that up.
He's bisexual. I wrote it.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Why is that so important to a character?
I don't know, but it's like, well, I mean, I would, but not him. Now you, he puts
So
his
you-
hand on Taki's shoulder. You are a strong man I could enjoy.
Oh my god.
Not in
I'm
public.
scared.
That's kind of not okay in public.
When did I say it would be in public? Nah, me and this fine fellow, and he puts his hand gingerly on Risa, and, probably that fine fellow, he points to Sakayama, privateness somewhere. I don't know where I was going with this. He grabs his food and just starts eating it
Sakayama
again.
is freaking gonna bite your hand off.
Oh, he did, like,
Namida.
he gingerly touched, like, Risa's shoulder, and then just kind of pointed at Sakayama. Like, he was almost like, nah, not Risa.
Namida, you
And
do
then,
realize pointing
you
is
can
rude,
see-
right?
You can see that Shin is looking at Nabida touching Risa with a little jealousy.
He looks at Shin. My lion daddy.
Line, daddy.
Oh yes,
Sin
I did
just
have a
Lion
turned
daddy.
We
red
talk to my
and just
feet,
said,
turn 360 degrees, and say,
"No."
all right, you successfully won, Namida. You managed to outdo me. I applaud you.
I did have some questions for you, Shinichiro.
Yeah.
York, is it just to imitate the sounds of the animal, or is it kind of like Namida's or mine where you can shift between them?
What do you mean? Oh, sounds actually. Just sound. Nothing
Oh.
too special.
That is
be
still really
humble.
cool, though.
Is it rude for me to ask you to replicate a noise?
I don't think so. My
Be a monkey.
little
Ooh, ooh,
sisters would ask me to do things.
Monkeys are not a form of cat creature, Namida.
You can't catcall with monkey noises.
I would like to know, what does a puma sound like?
Oh
I think you're gonna
god!
be a fox.
Hold on, hold
I
on,
ain't
hold
calling
on.
him
Just
Puma
goes-
Daddy.
If he just
Let
does a
me-
small little meow, I'm gonna die.
I ain't
I've
calling him
never
Puma
heard.
Daddy.
I've never heard a puma before. A panther.
I
Why not
have
say that?
actually I've never heard of Puma before. Hold on. Let me.
Yeah.
Just
No,
like
I-
YouTube,
I made
YouTube,
myself
Puma
curious.
sounds.
I'm getting YouTube on here. Let me.
Puma sounds.
Hold on. Here, copy.
Nama looks at
I can show you
Dollhouse.
what the puma
Hey,
looks
doll, how you doing today?
No, Daw's just been sitting in the chair, and he got up, walked. He's been listening to this for a
Yeah.
while now, and he just looked
How do I get
concerned.
rid of
Like there's
I-
a visible sign of concern amongst you people on his face, and he just looks at Namida and just goes, "One, you're underage. Two, young man,
Can we
If
talk
you're
about
going
the
to
fact
use
that
your
you
tail
spent
as a
that
chair?
in the next 10 minutes?
if you're going to use your tail as a chair, and you notice that Dollhouse grabs his shoulders, lifts him up, use the tip of your tail. It's more you'll gain more strength that way than flattening the end.
Oh, did that
is this?
work? Eh? I can't tell.
Sounds.
Yep, that's
Oh,
that's.
have you ever
that's the
seen a
sound he's
puma?
making.
Alright, cool. So
Uh,
let's connect that,
I
guys.
can show you what a puma looks like.
Oh, stop.
Oh my
Yeah, it's a
gosh,
stop
why
button.
does this sound like so adorable though? That he's just making these sounds. Like, why do I suddenly want to pet him?
Just doing that.
Oh,
I have an inquiry.
do.
Shinichiro actually has fluffy hair. If you do.
Does Minoko
Oh.
pat Shinichiro with multiple arms?
Do it.
Oh, give him the scruff and
Dun,
the
dun, 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 dun.
underchin.
It's like playing like drums on his head. Dun,
She
dun,
has-
dun, dun, dun,
She
dun,
has
dun,
8
dun.
hands. All of them are capable of pats.
Was
Wait,
her?
what
Oh my gosh,
Was her
that would be
sexuality?
such a that would be such a power couple.
What
right
was
there.
Minoko's sexuality?
Oh jeez. All right, let me.
Why do you care so
I-
much?
I'm going to say yes. But I actually have no clue.
Yeah, 'cause
Why? What?
tends to be who people hit on randomly or don't.
He's probably straight.
Oh, no,
She's
Minoka, not
bisexual.
Shin.
Oh, Minoko.
Yeah, Namada, not how the hell do you say that?
Minoko.
No, not her, the monkey guy.
Namida.
Nameda.
Yeah, Namada, he's bi and he'll hit on anything, but not Korra.
Well, anything except Matoba.
That is a fair.
Matoba loves nothing. He only likes himself.
Okay, I'm sorry, but when you say Matoba loves nothing, mood.
So at this point, what was Taki said so far?
Taiki.
Taiki is like anytime he like speaks, it
Mhm.
just muffles, so you can't like actually hear him what he's exactly saying.
So
Other than
no one had
his,
any idea what his
understanding
reaction
him.
to friggin'
So I actually
Namida.
do have an important thing to bring up. As
Hmm?
Sin knows from my character's backstory, because you know who, my character is extremely well versed in years of speaking muffled.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. Well, you understand how he's just like, why am I at this table? I really
Friggin'
don't wanna
Namida
be
putting his
here."
hand on his shoulder and be like, "Oh yeah."
No.
Namedane.
He's just like,
oh, by the
"Oh,
way,
no."
Namida,
Yeah, Stitch.
you need to do better on your written exams.
Immediately reaches over and grabs his noodles and starts eating them.
Oh my god,
mhm.
that managed to shut him up.
You notice that Dollhouse is like looking at him like straight face, like this is teacher mode. Like normally he's smiling and he's got the general smile, but you can tell by his eyes he's just kind of straight face, like height then.
Yep.
And
yep.
you notice that he's like looking
written
through papers.
exams. Mm-hmm.
Entrance exams, yes. You're physically probably one of the best students here, but academically you need work.
that reminds me.
Hmm?
Is there a library here?
Sin, is there a
Possibly?
library?
There'd probably be a very small library.
Yeah, it's not very big though.
Hmm. Okay, I guess that means there isn't much for research into, what we'll be studying over the year.
Mostly
you
it's
see how Hunt,
hands-on.
pull out his notes. You notice that it says roll. It's his roll book, and you see him flip to like a random page that isn't the first page, which is where all the roll is. Currently, there's about 15 things on this that I'm going to possibly have to teach, depending on the class's performance. No, most, if not all of this, should be learnable via the library if you wish, except for a few things which are field based. You can only gain so much from books overall, as he closes the roll book and puts it back in his coat pocket. Yeah, there's only so much you can gain from things of written nature. Frankly, half of this stuff will end up being field work instead of or training of some kind instead of just sitting in a classroom. The written stuff's still important, mind you, because a smart hero is a hero that can save more. But nonetheless, the library is relatively small, speaking.
So I'm going to guess that most of the written stuff will be strategizing and planning and understanding everybody's quirks, correct?
Kind of.
Fair enough.
A lot of it's practical. You're becoming a hero as he is just sitting there kind of waving his hand about. You're becoming a hero, so a lot more of your stuff will become practical instead of written. That being
Or
said,
theoretical.
being intelligent enough not to get civilians killed is important. So understanding the basics of writing, literature, understanding where things can and shouldn't go, learning how to read a room even through a piece of paper or a description given to you by another hero if you're not able to visibly see because of a battle injury, stuff like that.
I smell someone approaching.
You see Namida start spinning on his tail.
Well, I think I've turned him into a top.
A cob.
Nice for you to join us, Ronald. How are you feeling?
You don't know that his name is that.
Again,
he knows
Sure,
your
you know
name,
him.
Ron.
He knows him as Onyx.
yeah. Again, Onyx, Ronald, whatever.
Yeah.
Onyx.
It's specific that
Ronix.
doesn't give out his real name to anybody here.
Mhm.
He is still Ron, but he has, you only know him that he is Onyx.
As far as you're aware, he only knows you as Onyx.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a good chance that he never said his name Ron in this
No.
dimension, though.
That is true, but there's other reasons why he would, but that's nonetheless, either way. He
Oh, true.
calls you
Yeah,
whatever
jumper
you want to be
could
called.
potentially have jumper powers, but I definitely keep that on the down low.
Yeah.
He calls
Besides,
you Onyx,
he
blah, blah,
doesn't
blah,
even
as
notice-
you walk past.
Yeah, he doesn't even notice you as he's just walking past everything. He just goes and sits down as he's kind of like, you see him just rubbing his chin as he's in thought.
I'm gonna go get him his lunch before he forgets. Y'all don't get super...
Mhm.
As he looks straight at Namida, raunchy, please? Y'all are still students here.
Oh.
Keep that outside of school if you're gonna talk like that. This is still a school.
This is a
Yeah,
place for. This is
yeah.
a place of learning, not raunch and flirting.
I mean, flirting is fine. Just, don't actively state your intentions to bang another student, please, on the campus at least.
With the way you say it, Washi, it almost sounds like you're talking about the dipping sauce of ranch.
Alright, I'm gonna go get him his food before I smack one of you.
I'll have you know, I'm not a big fan of American dressing.
Namida leans
Is it
backwards so his head
American?
hits the table very gently, and he's like, he said
I
not
heard-
on campus, but didn't say not off campus.
Yeah, You don't know? Outside of the States, they call it American medicine. At least in some places. I'm gonna have a wistful look as I turn my head and look to the side, and only look vaguely like I'm faking a tragic backstory flashback.
What are you looking at?
I'm having a tragic flashback to an important, formative moment in my childhood.
Ah, so you're doing an anime.
Anime.
Sure.
Right.
She's British. Don't make fun of her accent.
Oh, we got this.
Why is Motoba on the table?
Hi.
Okay, I'm back. What is Motoba doing?
He's crawling across the table.
No, why would you let him know?
Because he's crawling. Okay. That's his cat personality. I feel he would crawl across the table, just like lounge on it while looking at you
That
people.
His personality
Motoba.
is like that.
Ask you a question, Motoba.
What's the question?
I'm beginning to think that maybe Mochi should just
I'm
handle all of
voicing
Mochi's
my
actions.
own- Excuse me?
What
What's the
is
question?
your quirk exactly?
What?
What's the quirk?
What is your
Oh,
quirk?
oh, he kind of just like rolls his eyes and he's like, ugh, I hate this question. And then he says, shrink. My quirk is shrink.
Does that mean he can help people through their psychological issues through conversation?
What?
He's talking about you being a shrink to somebody, like the job.
That, completely different thing. I can shrink in sizes. Not console people. Absolutely not.
You
I see,
know, you're not the only one who can differentiate the size.
Ah, yes, but at a guess, since he says his quirk is shrink, there's a strong chance that he can only go down in terms of sizing.
Does that mean you
Most of us
can't come
died
back?
inside when you said that.
Does that mean you can't return to your original size? And if you shrink, you
Like, we'll probably
are
revert.
stuck at that.
I can still
Oh.
revert. Yes, of course. I just can't.
Yeah, he's a
I
pretty
can only shrink.
he's a pretty normal
okay.
height right now. If he couldn't revert back, he'd probably be a much shorter person.
Oh, that kills him.
I said he was
Oh,
normal
he
height.
is now your target.
I said that he is a normal height.
Hmm.
You said what
You
about
don't
me?
like that.
Swear to God, if I have to deal with Edward Elric right now.
Yes, that's exactly.
There you
Yeah.
go.
High five, buddy. Might want to start running before he gets across the table.
Why? I said he's a normal height. Trust me, I've seen short people. He's not that short. He's a fairly normal height. You should
I
have seen
mean,
this
he's
one
not
guy.
the size of a leprechaun, that's for sure.
I don't know why you're bringing leprechauns into this.
Your accent, good sir. Your accent makes it seem like you're from Ireland.
I'm not making jokes about Mother Duck and the Queen. I don't know much about British culture. I'm sorry.
That's alright, it's alright. You don't have to.
21. I'm going to look right at Motoba.
Oh my god,
No.
he was tiny!
He is
No.
shrinking to like the point you can't really see him as much as he hides behind your cup.
Oh, I have a
of
plus
water.
6 to sense. I can see in ultraviolet. I'm going to look right at him.
Yeah, I wanna see if I can sense him too, since I have such a high sense as well.
Rolls a nat 1.
It's so hard to control.
She's toppling
No!
over me. Goodness, is this
You
something?
could vaguely sense that he is on the table.
And I can even see an infrared. This sucks.
Yeah, you
Your
just
eye-
don't know what to be looking for.
What?
As I'm like,
Her
Multiple.
characters are me.
what's the problem?
He lunges at your face and like slaps you, which is his slap when he's small is actually equivalent to when he was a bigger
It's Ant-Man
person.
physics. It's Ant-Man physics.
Effectively.
So do
Ant-Man
we?
physics.
I rolled 14 to catch him out of the air, but I don't know what he's rolling with me.
Is he on top of you?
Oh.
He's quite a bit further ahead of you.
This one.
The
He's
name tag
right here for
overlaps
us.
over part of her.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what?
She needs to move. Her, Minoko,
Oh.
not
Ah!
Makova.
Okay, sorry.
What?
The M's
What?
confused
What?
me.
One.
There we
Sorry,
go.
let me
Yeah,
see.
So I'm
There we go.
I rolled to catch him out of the air. I'm assuming he's rolling against me.
Muchi, roll d20 with plus
All right.
2.
Plus
Don't worry about the plus 2. I'll add that myself.
Okay.
Just roll the 20. Doesn't even
All
need
right. Gets me right in the jaw. It sounds like.
it.
Yep.
Hi.
He punches you.
I'm sorry. Exactly. What did I do to? Jesus Christ.
It's a leprechaun! You really summoned a leprechaun!
Yeah, you just see his head like snap to the side. Thunk.
Excuse me, Motoba, but exactly what did I do to deserve that?
You called me tiny, and I don't appreciate.
I
when
said that you were
somebody
normal
mentions my
sized.
height.
I said that you were normal sized. I said that you weren't small. I said that you were normal. But hey, if you want to make an enemy, I'm a very easily bored.
You're very
Well,
easily
I'm fine
bored.
with that.
Sophia.
So yeah, I'm going to unzip my hand and toss it to the table. I throw down the gauntlet at you, sir.
Oh, Motoba, here's a white glove to throw back down on the floor to accept his challenge.
I don't have a white glove, but my hand is kind of metally, so you know, it's close enough.
Most
down
of
my
us
glove.
too short to reach the floor.
I unzip my other hand and throw it over my shoulder behind me. Gauntlet is thrown.
What?
Jesus Christ. Okay.
He jumps down,
Well,
and he's gonna go back to class.
We are enemies now, Motoba.
Good God.
oh, you've done it now, Motoba.
Motobo just points at him and glares at him while he's like backing away.
I'm going to return
Slowly.
glare, clearly trying to do the "I'm watching you" thing, but not having any hands kind of ruins that.
And
I
then
do it
you can
for
see
him.
Motoba trips
I do it
over
for
a
you.
chair.
I
I'm just
did
gonna-
the I'm watching you for you.
And then I'm going to be like, "Ha! That boy's got a short temper, don't he?"
Oh
Jesus
no!
Christ.
He hates you. You're officially on his hate list, even
You're on
though
his shit
on his
list.
hate list.
Dear God.
Don't go into the kitchen.
I know where I'm
Sophia, do you have
going.
any questions for anyone at the table?
You're too short to know where you're going. You can't see the signs from that height.
Oh,
He just beat you into the ground with a yardstick.
Teach. I understand that he should be going over there, but don't be short with him.
Oh my god! How do I make him not in the map anymore?
You just right click him and then go to layer and then you go to GM layer.
You know, we probably should have a sign for shorter people now that I think about it.
Wait, what did you say?
He's being, okay, Dollhouse in that moment was being literal.
Well, of course you should have some closer to the ground, especially if you had people in wheelchairs visiting.
Oh
That
my
is
god,
very-
all,
it's
all
an
these
important
short jokes.
You know, that's actually a really good point. By the way, Onyx.
Mhm.
Onyx, you there?
I think he is.
At this point, Dollhouse has placed a thing of food in front of his face.
You
Mhm.
see him physically flinch as he didn't see you there and he was kind of lost in thought. He looks over at you with a raised eyebrow.
You good?
Yeah, I'm fine. Hey, Teach. You guys
Yeah.
got like a garage or something in this school?
Oh, you mean a workshop?
Yeah, roughly.
Yeah, we have a kind of an okay-sized one. It's not as expansive or as in-depth as UA, but we have one. Anyway,
Probably
make
not
sure
as
you
bad.
eat. And by the way, as Dollhouse goes and sits back at his stack of, you can tell there's a good stack of paper over here. What's bothering you while I work? Cause, eh?
Nothing much. Except the usual.
The serial killer thing?
Kind of. I'm trying to decide whether I should just rush right out that door and go and stop the serial killer, or actually stop and think about it first.
Well, you see Dollhouse like pop a piece of chicken in his mouth as he's working. If you really want to go, you could just ask permission.
Yeah, but where's the fun in that?
You don't get
Fun of not
arrested.
breaking the law.
You also have backup in the form of one of your teachers.
Aye, that would be useful. But also, I need to get my gear in order before I can even decide anything in the first place. So,
I mean, that's fair.
but here's
But
the
if you
thing,
want to go
though.
after him,
I will
you-
check out your guys' workshop. But if it's not up to stuff for what I need, I will be going back to my own personal workshop.
I mean, that's fair.
Because I'm pretty sure my own workshop is more equipped to handle my stuff than your guys' would ever be.
Possibly. By the way, I did state earlier, and I forgot to mention this, that going off campus during school hours. I never said you couldn't go home.
I would have
Frankly-
thought that since this was a high school, they'd have like co-ed dorms or something.
No, we aren't UA. We don't got that kind of money.
Hmm.
Most people have homes. If a student doesn't have a home, then we can arrange something for them if need be, but we don't have dorms.
Makes sense. You see him just starting to munch on his food. So, tell me, what's your opinion on All Might?
He's alright. He definitely made some mistakes, though, that could have been avoided.
Yeah.
No, you said no. My ideals don't come from him, but actually from general other people.
Yeah.
The smile thing comes from my own stuff. Dollhouse was a nickname I gained and eventually actually became my name due to my quirk, and when I was actually in school for heroism, I got the nickname Dollhouse, and it kind of just stuck. A lot of good people. Most of them are dead now, though.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I know that feeling. A lot of my friends are either, I don't really know if they may be either dead or they just moved on.
I mean, that's fair.
You know, it's funny. You kind of remind me of a friend of mine. At least before he went crazy.
Really.
I wonder what caused him to go crazy, huh?
Well,
Not that he was crazy per se, more like just the shit I put him through kind of drove him mad.
you see Dollhouse just, like, stop what he's doing, and he just looks at you. No, he's still grading papers and whatnot. You notice that some of the papers are floating and being graded on their own and stuff next to him signing papers and waivers and all that. He's got a lot of paperwork he's having to go through before the end of the day. What was his friend's name?
He had many names. I called him by. It was Wally, Walrus, Buck. One time I think his name was, what was it?
James?
James? Something like that. Yeah, it was something with a J.
Jeb.
Jeb.
He was mostly
Hey.
Jeff.
he was mostly a mute though. Until around the end when I realized, oh hey, he could actually talk, he just preferred not to.
Are you sure he didn't have some genetic thing that caused him issues?
I'm pretty sure he probably did. At least when I first met him, he preferred not to talk to people. He could talk to animals though.
Huh, a quirk like that. Interesting.
It wasn't actually a quirk. It's hard to explain basically. Let's just say
It was quirk-like.
it was very quirk-like, but it wasn't a quirk.
So it was like hermit lived in the woods most of his life, ended up learning how to talk to animals via that. That skill ended up passing with him wherever he went, no matter what kind of animal it was. And yeah,
To an extent, yeah, basically.
fair enough.
Kind of miss him though. Probably the only best friend I ever had.
What happened to him?
One of our adventures, I may have accidentally gotten him killed when I was trying to fight the big bad. I didn't really notice, and he kind of resented me for it. Wanted revenge. At least I think. I don't quite remember.
So your friend got resurrected.
To an extent, yeah. Because right before he died, he got resurrected, but he was never the same after that. I mean, I'm pretty sure seeing yourself almost die literally makes you go crazy.
Fair.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Kind of the reason why I came to this city. I was kind of trying to learn how to actually be a hero, to an extent. See, I come from out of. He had to stop himself because he was gonna say he comes from out of planet, but he's like, I come from the other side of the world.
So America or
Yeah, I'm an American.
hey, what city?
The southern ones.
So Louisiana, Saint Denis.
In that general area, yes.
Okay, I visited there a few times.
Yeah, it's very swampy there this time of year. Kind of miss it.
So you're a swamp rat then.
Swamp dweller, yeah.
So as you guys
Well, I
having
will
your
admit, I do not
general
miss the heat.
discourse.
I will admit, I do not miss the heat. I kind of like how cool it stays out here. So
It's literally 100 degrees Fahrenheit outside today.
really,
Yes, it's the beginning of the school semester. It's hot.
Ron just looks outside and
It's
like,
gonna be hot.
huh, funny. I hadn't noticed.
Goodness.
Used to have one,
Because see
so-
where I come from, we have humidity to deal with, so that raises the temperature up by times 2.
Yeah, it raised the temperature by tits.
Jesus. Okay, so while you guys having general discourse, you do see two more, the counselor from previous, who you assume is also a teacher, and Iku, as they walk in. Iku just kind of like claps his
Iku?
hand. Iku was the guy who can kind of see people's quirks if he touches them.
Ah.
The
And only
far
quirks,
sight.
right?
He can see quirks, and if you have evil intents or good intents, it's pretty much his way of seeing things. He doesn't like using it very much on some people. He never touches Ron, ever. He also has gloves on his hands at the moment. But he just kind of like claps his hands together a little bit, and it's like, students, hello. We have a couple of things for you all to do for today, although only a couple of you will be doing so. As such, we have, he gestures to the counselor and Wally, two teachers, which will be sending a few of you onto a mission of sorts. Well, two individual missions. Dollhouse, would you come here, please?
You see Dollhouse like pick up his giant stack of papers. And
I
just
raise my hand very obviously and say, "Can I be on whichever team doesn't have Namida?"
That's very American of you.
We'll see what your teachers say.
Can I have whatever team Namida isn't on? We're rivals now. Oh, also Motoba, we're rivals now. But Sakayama and I, we're bestest
Right.
buddies.
We'll see what
Wouldn't
your
it be
teachers
better to
say.
put you on the same team since you would push each other further and farther and faster because you're rivals, as he puts in air quotes?
Ah, yes, but you can't do that inside of the early episodes. You have to wait a little bit so that you can have appropriate character development isolated from one another so that you can see and compare your progress over time in order to continue the drive.
They didn't do that with Deku and Bakugo.
What the fuck is a Bakugo?
Exactly.
Bakugo was one of my classmates from UA.
They did do that with
has,
Bakugo, though.
he has a quirk of exploding
Wow.
his sweat in his hands. Quite a fiery dude, if I must say.
Gonna
We
look
never
over.
did become friends.
Although you
Gonna
don't
look
know
over.
Deku.
How did you? How do you
I
know
do
that,
know
Ron?
Deku.
Sorry. How do you
He's
know
not
that,
called
Onyx?
Deku when you met him, so you don't know Deku.
You would have known him as Midoriya.
Oh,
But if
isn't
Bakugo
it
and Midoriya were in the
Yuri
same class as
Deku?
me.
Oh, true. He
There
would have been
wouldn't be a
constantly
class.
calling him
Wait, hold
Deku.
up.
There
but-
wouldn't be a
Right,
class.
that's what I'm saying.
What was that, Megan?
Oh, I'm saying that if Deku and Bakugo were in a class together,
Mhm.
there wouldn't be a class. It would just.
No, there
That's
is.
true.
There is.
They were in a class together, though.
I
Beat
know,
each
but-
other
Before
to
they
a pulp.
before they came to UA. But wait,
Mhm.
when in the timeline are we?
Technically, Midoriya
Isn't it
just
around
got
there?
transferred into the area as you guys did, so probably a week or two into UA.
So,
So
Midori isn't exact. So Deku isn't even in UA yet.
Oh, he just got into UA. So
oh, yeah,
technically,
his first week of classes.
yeah, so technically, Yuki, you would know Bakugo, via rough relation because you were with him for probably a couple of days before you were transferred. So you probably would know Deku only from the fact that
He
Bakugo
wouldn't
called
shut
him
up about
useless
it because
constantly.
because he wouldn't shut up about him because Deku's technically his boyfriend.
Yeah. I'm gonna be like,
Oh,
Tell me
Well, I was also
Onyx, where did you get
friends with Midoriya for a really long time
Oh, true, true.
because he gave me the notebook, remember?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And he helped me learn about all of it.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna still look at Onyx and be like, where in the world are you getting information on UA students? Now I'm curious. I'd like to learn a bit myself, if you don't mind listing out your sources.
He takes a bite out of the food that I'll
What?
get him back. I have my ways.
True.
I also know that All Might is a fucking liar.
The school year just started. How did you know those two? Like, Midoriya didn't even get into UA.
You guys remember the attack of the slime monster?
Did that happen in this?
Yes, I do, actually.
It
I
did
do
happen in
remember
Conjuring.
seeing that on the TV.
Well, what you guys probably didn't know is that in the background, I was actually there watching it. This was before I
Okay.
started doing my vigilante-ness.
But at that point in time, nobody there was part of UA.
Nope. I know some things that some people may not know, and it may seem weird, but just deal with it.
Future.
I understand that. I've got a couple of abnormal sources that I wouldn't rat out for my life. I get you, my friend and brother.
So during this point in time, Iko has been informing the two of them that there are two missions that they would like to take, and they can take whichever students they feel are up to the task, more or less. Which
Up to the
is,
task?
yeah, the first one, of course, is going and finding an up and rising vigilante to bring them here or to just kind of keep watch on them. Called
I'm gonna look smug and be like, oh yeah, what's the name of the vigilante?
fuck, I keep forgetting it. Apostle, that's it. The Apostle. And
How much do I know about the Apostle?
Corn.
Sounds like a bitch.
So, Sin, quick question.
Yeah.
Would I possibly know anything about any other vigilantes that were operating at around the same time as I was?
Not this one, because I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Corn, that he kept to himself for the most part.
Yeah, I helped brainstorm some of the functions on how
yeah,
the
kind of
apostle
like
works.
Moochie does a lot.
He does keep largely to himself. Most notably, he's only gained popularity in the last 4 weeks, and most notably as an internet sensation, given the fact that he will on forum posts he will answer the prayers of people if they pray to him.
So yeah, he probably started rising in popularity because the Blue Bomber had sort of vanished.
Yeah, kind of. Actually, yeah, that would make sense. You
He's
kind
only
of
been
vanished
gaining
and
it. He only started acting and doing things in the last month. Usually, his notability as a vigilante is largely that he keeps calling the police every time there's a mugging and someone prays to him during the mugging. By spreading his name on the internet, he's making it so that as many people can pray his name whenever they're in danger.
And then he looks through the group, and the other one is a more interesting one. You are to go to He looks at this paper. Get some sip.
Ron, our Onyx, instantly just stands up and he looks over. You serious?
Get some what? I'm sorry, I didn't hear
Some
you.
sip.
They
Mhm.
got one here too? My God.
He looks over at you with the odd look and he's like, right. Get some sip. You go there in order to gain some information about the Jack the Stitcher. And see whether or not you can gain some information about what he's been doing. I feel like this might be a good way of introducing these children to a more real world sensation, as that's
Well,
going to be
if
right
that's
next to.
With Jack the Stitcher, I'm in.
As for your teachers to decide. But
Yeah,
anyways,
unfortunately, if I had a choice, I'd be going on the Apostle mission, but Dollhouse here is going to make the best choice that he possibly can with all of his high levels of... Fuck, what's that word? The word that you say whenever a person has a lot of something and it means they're good at their job.
Abundance.
spunk.
Competence.
Experience! He's got a lot of experience.
Right.
Calling
It
him old?
the main difficulty with the Jack the Stitcher mission, aside from obvious, is that the Get Some Sip location is directly outside where the area which we suspect the villain organization in town to be. So it could be a bit dangerous.
Oh, now I really gotta get in on this. Besides, I may or
That
may
would
not know
be
that
the
people-
worst place for you to go, Vigilante.
Because guys, I may or may not know who runs Get Some Sip. He may or it depending on who it is, may or may not be a friend of mine.
So you're telling me
Ikut just looks at you. He's just like, you know, what? You two pick. I'm gonna do some paperwork. Yeah, just gonna
Vigilante, that would be the worst mission for you
some
to go
paperwork.
on.
All right, I'll leave
the
this to
one
you.
that allows him to get into contact with possible villain contacts.
The rest of you, whoever they don't pick, come to
Just so
class.
cute.
And he leaves.
So, he kind of looks at the counselor because I've forgotten names at this point because it's not written on the screen and
Two,
words escape me.
I get
Which mission do you want?
Mochi,
Oh, huh? What?
which mission
Mochi, wake
should which mission should Ku go on?
Cool.
Oh,
That Cole?
Fine, Cole. Which mission should Cole go on?
Gosh.
Pick Cole.
I literally-
Either go and find the apostle or go into potentially dangerous territory where right next to the villain association's most likely hideout, trying to find the Jack the Stitcher's last location.
Jack the Stitcher.
Why are you letting a bunch of children search for Jack the Stitcher, though? Isn't he an
Yeah, I was
incredibly
wondering.
famous serial murderer?
that's a good question.
Well, okay,
Ox.
fine. Go for Apostle then, y'all wimps.
Okay, she's don't go.
I'm
for the
not
apostle.
saying no,
I'm not
I'm just saying that it's very
Mhm.
dangerous.
So she nods to all of you
Just
and
sending us to
with
death
her
is
quiet
what we'll
voice, she's
say.
like, "We're not sending you specifically to find Jack the Stitcher. We're sending you to find information about Jack the Stitcher and general locations around him for upper heroes to go. This will be a
Isn't-
real-world opportunity for you all to discover what it's like in the darker districts."
Alright, but isn't that the same thing as saying, I'm not telling you to stick your hand in a hornet's nest, I'm just saying play a little bit of baseball underneath one.
Touch it a little. Just like
I
touching
mean,
the
that
light.
makes sense. That,
I guess.
yeah, I have to go with high five, Buddy, on this one.
We are
Whoever you
making-
send on that mission better be damn competent and hopefully have some people on backup.
Hey! As Dollhouse puts his hand on both of your shoulders.
Ah!
Looks like I just found 2 of my 3. Hey, you said you knew Get Some Sip, correct?
Yeah, I may like I said.
Hey, guess what? I found my 3. Because it sounds like you 2 are competent.
No, no,
As Dollhouse looks at you
I
with
never
very...
said I was competent. I mean, if we go look at my test scores, I'm sure that... Well, fuck.
I just got done grading your test scores. You passed everything with flying colors.
God damn it.
Curse yourself for
Damn it.
being competent, son, as he slaps you on the back and looks at the both of you very happy. Kind of like you kind of opened your mouths and caused this yourselves.
Damn
So,
it.
Ron
Well-
walks up behind Sophia,
Oh,
God.
his hand on her shoulder. What
Oh,
about
she
Don't
flinches hard.
touch her at all.
She flinches so much she gets away from your.
She like hits the table as she like leans over.
Akia immediately stands up to go rushing at him.
Ku
Oh.
like not cute Cole.
But she
Cool.
looks at Onyx with very like like it was scared,
Mhm.
startled eyes. But when she looks at you, it's not like the frightness is from you. It's from the action that you've done.
Seems to me like she's not comfortable with the touching, my dude.
Ko gently puts a hand on Akia's shoulder before she reaches Ron. She's not always going to have you to protect her.
But as long as I'm around, she won't have to worry about that.
In this school, she does not have to worry. Do not worry. He did not mean anything by it.
You don't know about this vigilante.
I can assure
Actually,
you,
we know plenty.
we know a lot more about him than anyone in this room.
Oh my god, hold up. Okay, good.
Except for him, of course.
Yeah, he's laughing really hard.
Wow.
Ron's
I'm
just
scared.
putting his gut as they say that.
Listen, is there a way
Huh?
to click Dex roll and have it be a GM roll?
New,
Why would you want
but
to be
you can look at your dex and then just do a /GM
Curses.
roll.
Okay, how obvious is it, Sin? I'm pulling out the thing that I told you about before that I'll be using, and I'm going to be aiming it under the table. I'm assuming that ain't subtle.
The big loud noise boom boom?
Well, with an 11, yes. Yes, that's probably what it's called.
Yeah, it's
11?
very loud. I'm assuming that. Oh, okay. I thought you meant your
What did
gun.
you think? No! I'm not gonna...
Yes. Let me pull out a gun in front of two heroes.
Ouch.
I thought you meant you pull out your fucking gun and just boom. No, so you pull that thing out,
Broomstick.
and the room kind of, besides Ron Sinfiro laughing, it just kind of gets quiet as he kind of leans down, and you guys just hear beep 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 beep
Oh.
beep
No reaction then.
under the table.
What?
You notice Dollhouse like looks at you for a minute? Because again, Dollhouse is right next to you. The dude's also made of string. Really? Really? Washy.
To be fair, it's not a bomb. It's nothing like that. I just wanted to check a thing.
As you see Dollhouse just appear under the table, what am I looking at, Sin?
So, have you ever seen any kind of ghost movie?
So the
Really?
Ghostbusters PKE meter?
EMF. but
E
Pretty
yes.
much. Pretty much that.
Okay.
KT.
You have an EMF detector.
Oh yeah, EMF.
Mhm.
Is that
Oh,
what you're using
Sin-
right now?
Sin, it normally makes that noise. It's when it gets really fast that it has a strong
Oh,
reaction.
I apologize. It's sounding like beep 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 beep.
Is that an awkward detector or something?
Well, not exactly. I'm gonna pocket it, put it away.
Mhm.
Basically, I just need to make sure something, like, I have a nervous reaction to want to stop anyone from doing super loud cackles. It's all part of my tragic backstory by the novel, but I'm not comfortable whenever someone starts laughing incredibly loudly like that.
Sounds like you had a bad time with your dad.
That's a good guess.
Yes.
So, Cole
When are we
moves-
leaving on the
Mhm.
mission?
Cole moves and kind of like kneels next to.
Did you just call her Komu?
I said Cole moves.
Come!
Cole
Cole.
moves. Not Komu. Cole moves. Anyway, she kneels next to Sophia, and she kind of gestures in front of her, not actually touching her, but just kind of gestures, get attention. You, my dear, shall be on my team. We want to see if we can help your habits, shall we say. And we shall also have, she looks over the table, Miss Bell shall be joining us. Mochi, pick a third person. I'm assuming Risa.
Third
but-
person for this.
Miss Spider Girl,
Yes.
and I want the fluff boy. I want the fluff.
You want
boy.
Fluff Boy?
Like,
Mhm.
fluffy-
So this is
You want
to...
Spider Boy. You want Spider Boy, and you want
Spider-Girl.
Fluff Boy.
I want
Are you
Spider
shipping it?
Girl. I am shipping the girl, and I'm shipping the boy. I'm sorry. I
So,
want them
so
together.
Moochie, you
Wait,
have
what?
Belle and Sophia, and on this
so-
mission to go find a vigilante who calls in favors.
Okay, wait. Does that mean that like Shinichiro clearly likes Risa, and Minoko is pretty, non-committal, seems to be a general thing, with strong flirting. But the thing is, that means that we could have a veritable anime love triangle going on in our NPCs.
Oh my god.
I need them together. These
I
two.
need them together. So Moochie, pick
Pinocchio,
one of them.
It's been
Can you
10
ship those
minutes.
two?
And
I
you
know.
people are shipping already.
I'm
Oh my
sorry.
god. When I
After
already
learned-
have my shipping in store
It's
before,
no,
you know,
it
Jesus.
can't be planned. It can't be.
It's beautiful.
I already did, but okay, we can try to work things out.
We'll see.
He's
We'll
a-
see
he's
who
a
touches
cat
who in
boy.
the future.
He's a cat boy, right? So he purrs. She has 6 arms. She is
8 arms.
She has 8 arms. She is exactly what he needs in his life.
Oh no, 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 no. I don't ship
But anyway, so oh god, 8 arm massages. So Moochie, who is the third person you would want on this team with Sophia and Belle?
Okay, so we're just finding this thing. I
Mhm.
would say Minoko.
Minoko. Okay, the spider.
Yeah.
Cool.
I kind of like bouncing between Minoko or Taiki, honestly. But Minoko, yes.
Alright, so yeah, we'll go with Minoko. And we'll go with Miss Minoko. She nods to her.
Oh, is fire coming on our mission? too?
Yes, that's Belle. Hence why she looked over you. So, we now have our teams. For the rest of you, we expect you to go to class. Iku shall do some written exams. She looks in Namida. Namida?
Namida.
Yeah, Namida. Iku shall produce some written exams for those of you who are not joining us. And for future fun times, we shall see how all of you go. Who is that?
It can't. I'm sorry, but it
Oh, that's fine.
cannot be.
Hmm?
Be Shiko because the Seme's name goes first, and she's always and
Why-
Minoko is obviously the Seme.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. But she nods to you. For all of you who are
I'm
joining
sorry.
us, Miss Belle, Miss Minoko, Miss Sophina, she looks over at Dollhouse.
What?
Oh, that's a song to be playing in the background.
Names.
I mean, I'm taking Dumb 1, Dumb 2, and Blue Bomber.
Excuse you.
You?
You both may have passed, but you don't know how to shut your mouths, which ended up getting you on the more dangerous mission.
What if that was all part of my plan, Dollhouse?
Washi,
so
I have
that's
watched
what we
you move,
want.
boy.
That doesn't disprove my statement, though.
Does
Why
it
were
not?
you watching him move?
Watching him move his gums instead of actually doing something.
Ah, I
Yap in
see.
his trap.
Let your teacher finish his sentence before you correct him.
So,
Fine, fine.
we shall all be meeting at the outskirts of the school and going where we need to.
Sorry, he was all like, let your teacher finish, and then Ko immediately started speaking.
I know, right?
Yeah, Dollhouse has a habit of sometimes cutting up his sentences.
Yeah, she's just like, but she's like, gather your equipment, whatever you need, and we'll meet at the school gates in about She looks at her arm, which he knows has absolutely no watch. 30 minutes.
Well, problem with that, I'll need to get over to my actual legit workshop in town to get the things I need to require to fix my armor and recharge my weapon.
Onyx, you have my permission to head to your house, but do keep it light. Us four are going to be doing stealth, so do keep it light. Get something that's inconspicuous.
She shakes her head softly. Stealth with your team. I do not envy you.
Oh, don't worry. I'll be able to come up with something for stealth.
Ko, you act like I can't keep this team somewhat cohesive.
Sakiyama like snaps forwards. I want to be on a team. I don't actually know what she would react. Mochi!
She. What? I don't want to be on a team. Why am I not on a team?
Because you're loud, abrasive, and you don't work with people.
She
Is that Sakayama?
offended.
Yeah.
Like puts a hand over her heart.
I raise my
can't
hand
work with
and say,
people.
I'd be perfectly fine having her on our team. She's my bestest buddy now.
I tolerate you.
See, that's already... Tolerating people is the first sign that you're able to work together as part of a professional team.
Look, the reason I'm going with 3 here instead of a team of like 5 is because basically what we're dealing with is an operation of information gathering. If you don't, the reason I chose these 2 was 1, Washi can get himself out of a sticky situation quick and his teammates by comparison. That one can literally turn into a jumping spider, and he's a vigilante. He hasn't gotten caught up to this point, so he's at least somewhat decent at keeping himself hidden.
19. Okay, I don't say it. Okay. Okay. That was close.
Oh no.
Oh, so if he hawks a loogie at somebody, and he could just open a zipper on their face if need be.
Oh, God, ew.
I am physically capable of doing that. I can also do it by vomiting, and I found that I can unzip other people's knives if they've stabbed. Because it's my blood.
That sounds both useful and kind of useless, because aren't you making a bigger wound that way?
No, see, after they take the knife out and they come at me again, I can unzip the knife, and then their knife falls apart and they don't have a knife anymore, they just have a...
But if you cut it in 2, that's still a cohesive piece, isn't it? So they would technically be throwing 2 knives at you.
No, see, I unzip it at the blade part near the handle point, so they can just punch me in the face with it, sure, but they can't stab me a second time.
Fair enough. Oh, so Nabade isn't really good at this kind of stuff because he's Nabade. Mio, I really don't know. Kenji is over there. Taiki, you're kind of obvious with the mask. Risa, I feel like you'd be better in an outside situation where you're not having to go into an area to gather the information. Sakiyama, you're loud. Shin, your quirk would be troublesome in this situation.
Who's Shin? Oh, that's
Shinichiro. Again, this guy's American, so he shortens names half the time.
Yeah.
Okay, Dollhouse is the epitome of, he's a good teacher, but he doesn't care about your names in the slightest. If he sees like something like that in a name, he's just gonna call us one name, part of the name, or the other.
Fair enough. Alright, now that you guys have your teams and your missions, which we will do a next session, we shall see how that will go. I don't know where Fire is still. Hi, Fire. Are you there?
I'm helping her out.
Oh, is our mic not working, or?
No, I am here.
Oh, there you are. Hi. Yeah, we had your character kind of fall
Came
asleep
back a long time
little
ago.
bit. Yeah, we were wondering where you were.
I was fixing my glasses.
I kept asking for you, and you never replied.
My glasses.
My glasses. I can't seem to find my glasses.
I kept asking for you, but you weren't replying. I'm assuming that your
I'm
character...
sorry, I was gone that time.
It's okay. I'm assuming that your
I've
character
tried
just kinda-
interacting with your character.
Mm-hmm. She
That's
passed
a
out on
big
the table.
yikes.
I'm assuming you're trying to spread general cheer throughout the area. If I can move your character. There you go.
You just, one of those anime where the girl just makes that smile, like the tilt. But every time she smiles, it just sparkles, and
It
it's
just
this
sparkles,
brightness
and
around
literally
the room.
the room
And they're
just
like,
lights up, and you're just like, my eyes. It's pretty much happens every time you guys look over at her. She like raises her head and smiles, and you guys go temporarily blind for a second.
When you just look at her, she knows you. She smiles. Right.
Hi. Alright, with that, we're going to see how you guys work in the next episode when you guys are split into 2 teams, and hopefully no one dies. I don't know
Quick
why you would die, but hopefully you
And
don't.
Pennies.
I smell pennies.
Why is there Nyan Cat in the background?
What? Where?
Where?
What?
because out of
The
a
music.
Oh.
has Neon Cat.
Neon
It's
I don't know,
Nyan Cat.
My groovy isn't high
What
enough for me to hear that.
Happening?
I don't
Because
know.
the Neon Cat apparently had a Hotful boyfriend apparently has a Neon Cat song.
Which we'll find out later. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you guys did, please like, comment, subscribe, do all that other fun stuff. And we will see you guys on the next episode. Auf Wiedersehen.
Janet.
What the hell was that?
John.
Johnny means
John
bye.
No, the screaming in the background.
I recommend checking the Vigilantes chat.
Oh, okay, we smell pennies. Alright, well, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you on the next episode. Auf Wiedersehen.